You know, we needed a map for how we were gonna get through this journey, and Ryan knew the new characters that are so rich of inspiration from Mesoamerican culture that I feel is so needed in this time too. So we have that combination. So as we were dealing with such a tragic situation, we were also seeing another light in the situation, which was we get the opportunity to show such a beautiful culture that has been lost but now can be reclaimed and be celebrated for so many people. And Tenoch is he's spearheading it.
Ryan was really empathetic with, I was the new guy in the neighborhood, so it felt pretty much comfortable because of them. And especially when I shared the first scenes with Letitia, it was so great. Most of my scenes are with her, and English is not my first language. So of course I was nervous, but she was just looking at me, and it was like kind of bubble, and it's easier to move inside this bubble. It's necessary actually, and it was such a great experience. And of course, it was an opportunity to honor the legacy of someone like Chadwick. I haven't met him, but I knew about him through the stories.
What do you think about that? And for you, who is a great leader? Why is a great leader?
It's actually what you think it is. I don't think he's necessarily saying the more broken you are, the more destructive you could be as a leader. It's a negative point of being a leader. It's like the more broken you are, actually the more empathetic you can be. You can actually touch into human emotions in a deeper way because you've gone actually is, which is that. And I love the fact that he says that, because it makes the audience, for me as the audience member, because I'm a fan of this movie, if I do say so myself. When I watch it, I'm like, oh, I can actually just learn from it and try to find the wisdom so I can help others moving forward. Obviously, that's not the first reaction every time, and that makes for great cinema, to be like, no, that's not the first reaction. But following on from that, when you grow, wisdom becomes embedded, and that's how the most broken people can the greatest leaders. And I think I agree.
Cuando se rompe, en las grietas crecen flores. ¿No? Entonces,
it's through grief, and it's so strange. Like when you lose someone, you don't ever think you're gonna smile again or laugh. But then life has a weird way of like just surrounding you with friends and family and loved ones, and in that moment, like something happens and you're just laughing, and then you sink back into that sadness again of like, I just had a moment of joy, but I shouldn't be. Like you feel like you shouldn't be having joy, and I think that's kind of like the ways in which Shuri was dealing with it. Like she doesn't know where to place herself. Like, does she still mourn? Does she still continue? Does she have a moment to laugh? And I think, and the people that we know and love and work with, will find ourselves in moments of joy, and then it hits.
Would you like your characters to continue their legacy in future films to come?
Oh man, it's a good question. It's a good question. It's about their spirits and what they carry in their heart, and if it's of good. And good overcomes evil, then I think that's a beautiful legacy to protect and to carry on honor.
How about you? Legacy.
If the kid can feel identified and proud of who they are, for me it's enough. And maybe, and I hope, this movie and this Marvel universe could be the perfect detonator. Is that word exists? Okay. To for all Latin America,
yes,
to embrace and and tell this new story?
This guy, he has the best costume. I love how regal it is. I love how it's a beautiful connection to Mesoamerican tradition and culture. I just love it. I love the costume. It's great.
That version with the feathers, I love that costume with the cape and everything.
And the shorts.
Thank you.
Everything will go your way.
Hey,
Today is
hey,
the day that
hey.
you were born.
Hey,
It's your birthday.
hey.
You're not going on. It's your birthday.
Yeah.
It's today?
No, next week Monday.
Okay.
He's just early.
I want to acknowledge how incredibly difficult I know this must have been for you,
Yes.
and how difficult this must also have to be. I want to honor you by saying what an incredible job you've done,
Thank you.
and how proud you have made all of us.
Thank you.
And I don't mean to speak for all of us, but I think I can say for all of us how incredibly graceful you moved through this process.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you.
for
man.
that.
That means a lot.
Whoa.
It was so fantastic, and all the joy and the happiness of all these people, it's contagious. You know, you feel alive. And then for me it was like, okay, this is where a giant human being was working. I have to say this, she went through a lot of things. She was able to give us that beautiful performance. She helped a lot of people to heal, and she was able to smile, to be nice, to be gentle, to embrace all of us, the new guys, you know,
Yeah.
with this warm and beautiful, you know, like
Spirit,
like
energy.
welcome. Yeah, energy. It's so great for me. It was an honor, and it's like I told you before. She's a queen.
Queen.
Yeah, she is a queen.
Yeah.
So it's when you watch someone like her, when you met someone like her, it's like, okay, I want to follow you.
Leticia, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bien.
Give me five. Dame 5 tacos. Dame
¿Tabe?
5 tacos.
5 tacos.
The speculation, do you follow or buy into?
I just come to work. I look at Ryan. He looks at me. He says, "Aight, Tish, gotta get this done." I get it done. I deliver, and it's all left to you on November 11th. I feel like we gave our hearts, we dedicated, and you're in for a treat. But I zone out. I'm just the artist. You know, but I'm getting my ticket. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. I want to know.
Oh, you want to know too?
I want to know. I want to know.
You want to know
I love
too?
it.
Yeah.